In mid-April, Clara and I needed a break from the daily grind. She was feeling overworked, and I hadn't picked up a camera in weeks. So we decided on a spontaneous overnight trip to the Washington coast. So to kick this trip off, I picked up an old favorite, the Canon Rebel G. As for film, I'd be shooting the Lomography analog trio, starting off with Lomo Turquoise, a film stock I've never shot before, and I was actually kind of curious to see how it looks. Finally, we made it to the coast, so I started snapping away with a Canon Rebel G.
Welcome to Ruby Beach, my favorite place on earth.
But did you think I'd stop there? Of course not. I brought a full fleet of 7 cameras on this trip because I'm an indecisive photographer and variety is the spice of life.
Strike a pose. Head up. Glorious.
I felt like I was in a creative slump at that point, and I was just desperate to create. So I packed up some old standbys, some new additions, as well as some unique film stocks. I even dabbled with some infrared trichromes, but that's a different video. Deciding on going big, I grabbed my Pentax 6.7 and loaded it up with some expired Kodak Vericolor II. I've been slowly working my way through a pro pack of this stuff, and I have to say, I love the colors it produces. You're so backlit. You're only in shadows. Doesn't help.
I smell like beef.
Jesus.
Your hair's so gorge.
It's so windy.
Give us
keep growing it out.
Yeah.
Should I just do a horseshoe?
Give us a Garnier hair flip and then I'll know. Oh yeah, definitely.
Alright, time to introduce my newest addition. A speed graphic 4x5 camera that I picked up off of eBay. I picked this up for pretty cheap and came with a bunch of accessories, as well as a Graflex Optar 135mm f4.7 lens. Unfortunately, that lens had one shutter speed though, because it sat about at 1/60th of a second no matter what shutter speed was selected. That, and it looks like someone decided to clean the front element of this lens with some 50 grit sandpaper. I dug myself deeper into debt and exchanged the Optar lens for a Fujinon 125mm f5.6 lens. I've only heard good things about Fujinon glass when it comes to large format photography. As well, watching Kyle McDougall's videos when he's out in Wales shooting with his 4x5 setup with his Fujinon glass, it's been really inspiring. Shooting large format photographs is complicated enough, but trying to do it for your first time while recording yourself, I must be a glutton for punishment. Alright, let me get into the sunlight a little bit. Can I get this camera? Okay. Oh, knocked it a little bit. I'll have to reset that. Alright guys. Let's do this. Maybe I should just face it. Hey everyone, I'm over here at Ruby Beach, Washington, and it's my first time shooting 4x5 large format. And if you couldn't tell by me saying that, hey everyone, I'm out here at Ruby Beach, and if you couldn't tell by the hat, I'm shooting large format today. With my wallet nearly drained, I opted for some CatLABs 82, a black and white film. I picked this one up because it was the most economic sheet film I could find at the time of recording this video. Here it is, my first 4x5 photo, and it has some issues. Dust, overexposure, and user error. But the detail and the depth, they're stunning. Alright, let's move on to shot 2, which ended up being somehow worse. I wasted this frame due to focus issues. I struggled to get the film holder behind the ground glass, causing the camera to move and shake. As well, my tripod may not be suited for the weight of the 4x5 camera. It was at this moment though, I decided to give up on the 4x5 photography for a bit and go back to my other cameras. As the beach grew busier, Clara and I decided to pack up and head out. Say farewell to Ruby. I have to pee.
Same. Let's go.
I finished up the roll of Vericolor II here, and decided to load up a fresh roll of Cinestill 50D into the Pentax 6.7, and I made some duplicate shots. because I didn't know if this Vericolor, if it would turn out. Damn it. Where are we going?
Beach 4.
Alright, I'm not shooting large format right now, so back to normal hat. Clara and I slowly made our way down the coast, pulling over and just admiring the views. Sometimes I'd bring the camera out, sometimes I wouldn't. We ended up coming across this really beautiful coastal stretch, and we decided just to hang out here for a bit. It was at this point I decided to try to do some portraits with Lomo Turquoise. But unfortunately, Clara, she ended up looking like Juno Birch. I bet you thought I was going to do an Avatar joke. Eventually we made it to Clay Lock, our home base for that evening.
Look at all those logs.
It was here I would finish up the Cinestill 50D and load up some Kodak Gold 200 before dinner.
Bands make her dance. Bands make her dance. Da 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 da. And I'm just making bands. Bands make her dance. Bands make her dance. Do you think this archway has any structural, like, necessity, or is it just an archway?
Behold the power of the arch.
Oh my...
The Romans knew about it.
You just don't understand the beauty of carbon. You're so cute. Bat your lashes for me. That's really cute. Oh my god, that's juice. That's dangerous. That's a dangerous cocktail.
All in one fell swoop.
Casey took me to dinner. It was the best night of my life.
No. Do not feed me.
Also, propane and propane accessories.
After dinner, a cocktail-induced nap happened, and I missed sunset. I'm still mad at myself for that. The next morning, I decided on finishing up the roll of Lomo Turquoise. Even though the overcast conditions, they were less than ideal. As well, this double exposure of the coast came out looking like a black and white photo. With the Lomo Turquoise used up, I switched over to Lomo Metropolis and continued to shoot on this overcast morning, starting with the double exposure of Clara.
What does it feel like to be a pack mule?
I feel like I'm carrying my own fat ass. I'm heavy. Once on the beach, I decided on loading up some Kodak Tri-X 400 into my Pentax 6.7 for some misty coastal photos.
Today's weather is grim.
The tree life was spectacular. So spectacular, I had to shoot it on 4x5.
Did you get it?
Feeling more confident in my skills with my speed graphic, I decided to take a portrait of Clara. Holy crap, she's in focus. A little soft, but the details are still amazing. I think a more vivid background overall would make it a more compelling photograph, but I'm not mad at this one. We're leaving the beach. I'm cold and I'm irritable. On our way back to Tacoma, we made a quick pit stop in Hoquiam to get some lunch. We're in beautiful Hoquiam.
Let's get some wine.
After lunch, Clara and I decided to explore Hoquiam a bit. I would shoot the Pentax 6.7 and finish up the Tri-X 400 in there, and then load up some Kodak Gold 200.
Do you love Hoquiam?
No,
Why don't you love Hoquiam?
it's kind of sad.
Hoquiam.
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 Should I marry Hoquiam?
It was a charming town, and I feel that the photos, they weren't half bad. I know broken down cars on film is a cliche, but I do really like these photos.
Justice for Mattress Ranch!
Another trip is in the books, and this one, it was a whirlwind. Juggling 7 cameras was definitely overwhelming. I felt like I bit off more than I could chew. After my little hiatus though, I just felt like I had to create, so I grabbed everything I had. But I think if I actually packed less and focused more on my shots, probably would have had better photos. Even though nothing from this trip turned out to be portfolio worthy, at least I got to dust off my gear and stretch my creative muscles. Maybe I should remember this for the future. That photography, it doesn't have to be work. It can be fun. Alright, take whatever because everything keeps f***ing up today.